Hi there. I wrote my book a few years ago. You can get it directly from me if you go to my website for less than you'll pay for it on Amazon. I'll send you a signed copy. And the reason I wrote this book is because I trained a few thousand people in how to shift their consciousness and go within to use creative visualization and imagination and connection to your higher self, your divine self, in order to solve problems. And everyone kept asking me to write a book. So I did. Came out a few years ago, Secrets of a Metaphysical Flight Attendant. And I have examples in this book of some of the biggest aha moments I had in my life, like when I had an instantaneous healing of cancer. I've had other instantaneous healings throughout my life. Once I discovered that we create what's happening in our bodies, we can uncreate it. Once we find that channel to the higher self, the level of consciousness called the Christ consciousness, where there are no problems, only solutions. This book is full of examples of that. One day I was standing in the aisle and I wrote about that, where I was being tugged at by all the passengers around me, and they were all asking me for something at the same time. And I just wanted to get the hell out of there. When all of a sudden I was lifted right out of my body. And I had this vision of myself like Mother Teresa was feeding the starving people in Calcutta. I was doing that on the airplanes, just feeding these starving people that were crying out for help. And it transcended the whole situation. I came back down into my body. They weren't bothering me anymore. And for the rest of my career, they never really affected me, like they had before. It could almost feel like I was living in a snake pit sometimes, the way the passengers would just be so demanding and rude. But I just stayed above it after that. I taught other crew members how to do it because it was very freeing to realize that I wasn't there to be um, amused or abused. I was there to serve. And once I got that straight in my head and I was just serving while I was there and enjoying what was going on from that viewpoint, it was a whole other world. There are many examples in this book of how you can free yourself from negative situations. It gets great reviews. So if you want to get a copy of it, go to my website, rebeccatripp.com, and you can order it right off the website.